Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if it's not your first time here, thanks for coming back. So today, I'm gonna be doing 2 looks with the new What's Up Beauty Dragon Eye palette. Can we talk about this packaging? Fierce. I'm gonna put links and timestamps down below in the description box. Typically, I start with information about the palette, close-ups and swatches, then I get to the 2 looks, and I give you my first and second impressions at the end. Just to let you know, this is not a review. I've only used the palette twice. I can't give you my final thoughts, but maybe this will give you some inspiration if you're interested in picking up the palette or just shopping your stash. And let's get to it. So we have the Dragon Eye palette from What's Up Beauty. What's Up Beauty is an indie brand, and this is their 3rd eyeshadow palette. I do own their 2 previous eyeshadow palettes, so I am pretty darn familiar with their formulas. I think the packaging on this is absolutely beautiful. So this is the unit carton, gorgeous. It has like a soft matte touch, dragon eye, and then it has the scales of the dragon. On the back, it has the ingredients. And then we have the actual palette itself with a dragon's eye, raised elements, glossy elements, and also some kind of like metallic elements to it. Absolutely beautiful. And then on the inside, we get this gorgeous color story. So let me give you a little information about this palette. It does retail for $45. Talc-free, clean, cruelty-free, sustainable, and made in Italy. Descend into the dragon's lair and prepare your eyes for a magical experience of fierce greens and ancient purples which await beneath. Bring out your beast within using sparkly multichromes and creamy mattes to transform your eyes into the fire you have inside. 7 blinding multichromes and duochromes, each containing different shades of green or shifts to green, and using a new formula designed to bring out more chrome sparkle with no fallout during application. Great for your lid or inner corner. So all of the shimmers in this are duochromes and multichromes. This palette contains 5 neutral mattes with pops of color using our trusted buttery formula known for its blendability, high color payoff, buildability, that's a hard word to say, which are perfect for your lid, crease, and lash line. So all of the mattes in this, as you can see, are pretty neutral leaning. There are more like purple leaning mattes over here, but generally I would classify it as mostly neutral with a pop of purple. The palette does launch on November 17th at 12 p.m. Eastern time. And I think for this quality of packaging and these special shadows, $45 is a great price point. Of course, you're gonna have to stick around to the end to get my thoughts after using the palette, but that's the information I have. They also included this really gorgeous card with all the information I just read to you on the back. I did receive this collection in PR from the brand, so thank you so much to What's Up Beauty for sending this my way, but I would have purchased it myself if I didn't get it in PR, just because I really enjoy What's Up Beauty's eyeshadow formula. I would love to know your thoughts on this palette. Are you excited? Are you interested in picking it up? Are you gonna skip on it? Have you used What's Up Beauty in the past? I would really love to know your thoughts as I'm going through this. Leave them down in the comments. What you're looking at right now is look number 2. So first I'm gonna send you off to look number 1. Then I will catch you at the end to give you my initial thoughts. All right, so we're gonna create a first look with the Dragon Eye palette. Very excited. I think I want to create something more like purple mauve tomorrow. So today I'm thinking of playing with the greens. I have not swatched this palette at the moment of filming, so I'm wondering what these multichromes are gonna look like. Let me just swatch a few on my hand right now to see which ones I want to use. Ooh, the green to blue is really pretty too. Ooh. I'm gonna go in with the shade Creature right, oop, you can't see it, there you go. I'm gonna go in with the shade Creature right here, just all through the crease, and I have already primed my eyes, by the way. I love What's Up Beauty mattes. They're super easy to work with, super blendable, just pretty effortless. It's kind of a bummer to me that there's not any like warmer mattes, because I want to use like this green, but a lot of the mattes are actually, all of the mattes are pretty like pinky purple mauve leaning. So I'm not sure like how well these mattes are gonna go with all of these shimmers, but that's all right. I will work with it. I'm then gonna go in with the shade Smoke, which is the deepest matte in the palette. And it is like a cool toned brown. It's like a slight purple undertone. And I'm gonna place that in the outer corner. Something is telling me to play with this green called Fierce. It looks fierce. This shade Scales also looks so beautiful. It's like a very strong green to blue to purple, but Fierce looks not as strong shifting. It actually almost looks just like a regular shimmer. Let's put it on the lid and see. I already put the NYX glitter primer all over my lid. Ooh, that is so pretty. This one almost looks like, and again, I'm not 100% sure because at the moment of filming this palette has not been launched or even revealed, like the color story. So I don't know the description of this shade in particular, but when I turn my head, it looks like it goes from almost like a yellowish green to more of a deeper green. So maybe it is a duochrome that goes from a lighter green to a deeper green, but nevertheless, it is really pretty, really sparkly, and it feels just like the usual What's Up Beauty shimmer formula, where it is that sparkly, really impactful shimmer, super shiny, really, really pretty. Okay, let's finish up the lower lash line together. I'm gonna repeat the same two mattes that I used on my upper lash line. So I'm gonna start with Smoke on a smaller flat definer brush and push it up against my lower lash line. Then I'm gonna go in with the shade Creature right here on a pencil brush and just blend that out. For my inner corner, I'm gonna go into the shade Fly up here. What is this shade? How can I describe it? It is beautiful, is how I can describe it. It looks almost like an iridescent shade. I can see blue, I can see yellow, I can see greenish, and it's definitely iridescent in the sense that it has a clear base. So I am gonna put this in my inner corner and I am going to spray the brush as well. And for my waterline, I am going to use ColourPop's Sunnyvale. So this is the finished look. What do you think? I think it came out absolutely beautiful. I take back what I said about these mattes not going with this shimmer because they absolutely do. Now, would I have preferred maybe like one green matte? Yes, but the look came out good. I can't deny it. The shimmer that's on my lid is very, very pretty. I will say it's not the strongest shifting duochrome multichrome that I've ever used, but it is absolutely beautiful. Very reminiscent of past What's Up Beauty palettes where they're very sparkly, very shiny, really, really gorgeous. And then the one in my inner corner is definitely an iridescent multichrome duochrome where it's got that translucent base and you can see those different colors. Beautiful for layering, beautiful for the inner corner. And just touching a few of the other shimmers in here, I think some of the other shimmers are going to be stronger shifting than this one. But this is still like a beautiful, beautiful lid shade. I have no complaints about this look at all whatsoever. Very beautiful. And that's kind of my first impression so far. Now I'm gonna send you off to look number 2. All right, we're gonna create another look with the Dragon Eye palette. And upon further inspection, and of course it is time for our mid-video swatch update. So I did swatch this palette in between the last look and this look, and I did observe a lot of these shimmers have a good amount of shift to them. Now, I am no multichrome expert, okay? I'm hoping that Millie, Bad to the Brow, is gonna get this palette. She's the one you wanna go to for like really deep diving information about multichromes and duochromes. I'm not that girl, but just from my perspective, some of these do have a stronger shift than others. The one Scales, I would say, is the most strongest shifting, but there are some more here that are definitely really pretty, at least duochromes that I can see. And I really, really love the variety of different tones that they're giving in terms of the shimmers in this. I feel like there are none that are like too close where they're not necessary type of thing. And the one that I wore in my eyes, Fierce, yesterday, in front of this giant light, you're not gonna see as much of a shift as if you are in lower light or natural light, stuff like that. So I did wear that look out to dinner last night, and I definitely feel like I could see that duochrome shift more in the lower light, and I could definitely see the twinkly, like lighter gold green sparkles with a deeper green shift. So just keep that in mind. And then Upon further like looking at these mattes, these two mattes are on the warmer / neutral side. Like Breath is a peach. Creature is a warm leaning brown. So I think like my first impression was it was mauvey purple, but these two are more on the warm side. And then these three mattes are definitely more on the cool to neutral side. So I'm gonna play with this side of the palette today. I'm first gonna go into the shade Spikes, which is a really pretty mauvey purple, and I'm gonna put this through the crease. Next, I'm gonna go in with the shade Powerful, which is a slightly deeper purple, and place that a little bit lower in the crease. And then lastly, I'm gonna go in with the deepest matte Smoke and place that in my outer corner. All right, I put the NYX glitter primer all over my lid, and I think I wanna go in with the shade Magic right here, which has a pinkish red base with blue and green reflect. That's what it looks like to me. Also maybe some purple. It looks absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna place this on my lid. That is stunning. Alrighty, I'm back. Let's finish up the lower lash line. This looks so pretty. I'm gonna go in with the shade Smoke, the deepest matte, and I'm going to push this up against my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna go in with the shade Powerful, that next deepest. Can you see it? Is my finger in the way? Right there. With a pencil brush and blend that out. And then last, I'm gonna go in with the shade Spikes and blend that out. I think for my inner corner, I am gonna reach into another palette just because the shade that I used yesterday on my inner corner is kind of the only inner corner shade that I feel is right for me in this palette, and I don't really want to use that one today. So I think I will reach into something else, and I will be right back to show you the final look and to give you my initial thoughts on this palette. All right, and this is the finished second look. What do you think? I think it came out really pretty. I love the shimmer that is on the lid. It is so, so beautiful. You can absolutely see that, like I said, more like pinkish, warm base with this really beautiful reflect of multicolors. I'm really impressed. I'm really, really impressed. It looks gorgeous. All right, so let me give you my first and second initial impressions on this palette. This is not a review. I have to continue using this palette several times over before I can give a final review on it. And I do a palette ranking video every 6 to 8 weeks where I give you my final thoughts on things I've been testing. So this will show up in a palette ranking in the future. So let me just give you like what I'm thinking. The mattes in this perform like the usual Good What's Up Beauty mattes. If you've owned any of their palettes before, it's on par with their previous formulas. They are really, really blendable, really easy to use, really just like effortless. I will say, I think it would have been cool if they had put a green matte in here, even if it was a light green, a deep green, just to pull that green in here, because it does say on the card that the multichromes, all of them in the duochromes, all have a green shift in them. So I feel like a green matte would have like really step this up a notch. But with that being said, I don't hate all neutral mattes. I love neutrals. I love neutral mattes. So I'm still going to enjoy this, and it doesn't bother me that much, but I just kind of wanted to share that. The shimmers that I used, I think are absolutely beautiful. And it does say that some are duochromes and some are multichromes. So you are getting different levels of shifts, different types of reflects in here. And I think especially for $45, the price point is right, and you are getting beautiful quality shadows. Like I said, I am not an expert on multichromes. I'm not an expert on special shadows. I can only speak from my own personal experience with the palettes that I've used in the past. I have used other palettes where the multichrome shifts are much, much stronger, but I've also used palettes where the duochrome shifts are way more subtle. That's just my initial impression. I've not used every single shadow on my eye yet, so stay tuned. But overall, I think this palette is absolutely gorgeous. These shimmers are still that beautiful What's Up Beauty shimmer where they are creamy, like they don't feel dry or flaky, but they give that beautiful reflect. So I love that. I love that. So yeah, now I want to hear from you. Are you interested in picking this up? Are you thinking about it? I hope this video gave you some inspiration, gave you some food for thought. But overall, I'm really looking forward to continuing to play with this palette. And thank you so much to What's Up Beauty for sending it my way. I so appreciate it. I would love to know your thoughts down in the comments because I love hearing from you. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot when you do that. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing before you leave. I do upload videos weekly and I'd love to see you back on my channel again. I want to thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye.